Hey, everybody, welcome back to the 30 Minutes of Fame podcast. Today I'm here with a very talented rapper, artist from Kitchener, Ontario, Lil White Lie. Goes by White Lie, just some amazing music. I was scrolling late night TikTok when I couldn't sleep, and a lot of your videos I found where you're doing these open verse challenges. It's just so badass. Some of them, even one I listened to this morning, just blew my mind. So,
Appreciate it.
welcome to my little show here. So my
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I guess my first question is, what's the story behind the name and how it reflects your identity? Where did the white lie come from?
Um, well, I just had the my cousin's buddy was called Black Truth, and I would just like kind of follow them around and try to rap with them and stuff when I was a little kid. And then they started kind of making fun of me, and then it just stuck.
I love it. It's also one of my favorite Canadian '80s hard rock songs, "White Lies, Black Truth" by Slick Toxic. I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but one of the most underrated Canadian bands, I think. Anyway, I like all the old '80s hard rock and the cheesy metal kind of stuff. But I've been to a few rap concerts. I got to see Eminem live. I got lost in downtown Toronto and ended up at Caravana where Exhibit was playing DMX, all these guys I had never heard of, and man, it was just a party. It was so crazy.
Well, like DMX and Exhibit at the same time.
Oh yeah, this was like back in 2002, maybe 2003. It was just a big rap festival, and then they all went to this. I used to work at an after hours VIP club in Mississauga, Ontario. So when all the rap bands would come, they'd come to this overnight pub and just bring their whole entourage with them, right? So I got to meet a lot of those guys. They're really cool in person.
That's
Some of the
probably the only good story I've ever heard about someone running into two X's in a bar.
yeah, that is good. Uh, so how long have you been rapping? You follow the guy around, but what's the story there?
I think I've been rapping probably since I was I don't know, five, like not serious or anything, but I started recording in 2012. It was just all like freestyles leading up to that.
Now you had mentioned as well that you've been sober for a while. What
Yeah,
what's
little
been
over 3 years. I had to stop a lot of things cold turkey. I was smoking crack a lot more than I think should have been humanly possible.
uh, how do you find your music has changed since becoming sober?
Um, I I think like gradually, because I'll drop an album every year, um so the first album was kind of like going through it a lot, like drug wise, and it kind of just the stages of my life changing. I don't think a single year has been the same since. So it kind of just adds to the story instead of just having just years of hey, look, I'm on drugs, you know.
I used to go to a lot of karaoke's, had a big karaoke circle for God, almost 20 years. And I used to drink by the pitcher. For me, it was beer, and I couldn't stop. Like 9 pitchers of beer a night. And people would be like, "Oh man, you're so funny. You do such crazy stuff." But no one knew it was the escape, right? I didn't know how to deal with anxiety and PTSD, and drinking was my vice to just feel normal for a few hours. And then maybe 4 or 5 months ago, I think it was, I got up and my girlfriend asked me to play a song at a church concert, and it was the first time I'd ever performed for people sober, and it was the most nerve wracking but insanely powerful thing I've ever done. And I put that video on TikTok, and it had like 25,000 views and not one troll. It was kind of an internet miracle.
Yeah,
And
no doubt.
given that I was at a church as well, you know how some people are just, some of the comments, I try and avoid the comment section on mostly everything. But trolls don't phase me now. So do you get a lot of any trolls on your videos? What's the worst thing anyone's ever said to you?
Okay, so I think the best one that I've ever gotten, and this one kind of like sticks with me because I'm like, I can't even really be mad at it. What did they call them? Marshmallow Mathers.
Oh, oh boy.
And I was just okay. Yeah, that's good. Um, other than that, I think I had like one video like I signed some chick's butt or whatever, and people were like saying that it was my sister or something like that, and I was like, that's a wild take on that. But yeah, other than that, I think I'm pretty blessed for the whole internet troll thing because I don't really get a whole lot of absolute like um life shattering comments.
No, I don't. They used to bug me so much. It used to give me anxiety for days. I couldn't sleep, and now I just don't care. Um, I think it was 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago. Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'd posted a picture of me and my daughter online when I was like 400 pounds, and then I posted a picture below us of us at the gym together when I was like about 240. And Arnold Schwarzenegger had reposted it on Twitter, so it had 9.1 million reposts. And after that happened, somebody took all my pictures and they would make fake Facebook accounts of my name and just troll the shit out of me. And just the most horrible things you can think of. And they involved my kids. And I almost shut everything down. I don't post much about that anymore, but that was probably the worst troll I've ever had.
Yeah, that's crazy, but also like pretty fucking awesome that he shared that though.
That was wild. And I've only had one really since I started this podcast back in January that said, I'd rather listen to dental office background noise than hear your voice. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And enjoy the dentist, man. Life is good.
Yeah. I mean, my dentist is pretty dope, and they play some pretty good radio there. So, I mean, depends where you're at.
No, I think he just meant the background noise of the drills and the people screaming and stuff, not the music.
People screaming. I think you need a new dentist, man.
I think so too. Oh, and there was one other one that said my head was so big that it probably glows at night from absorbing so much of the sunlight.
Uh,
I'm like, hey, yeah, whatever. Got a big of a head. I don't care.
I th I think that it kind of takes away from the diss when there's too much science behind it. I don't know if you call that science, but like that's too much brain power for me to comprehend what he was trying to do there.
So, dead or alive, one artist you could do a collab song with. Who would it be?
Dead or alive. I would say Big L for sure.
And I noticed so with the for those who haven't seen it, I'll post a link here so you guys can go give White Lie a follow. But there's a lot of open verse challenges on on his TikTok, and some of them, oh my goodness, it's like, man, I don't know what I can compare it to. So there's some that I could see you doing like Linkin Park, that Bring Me to Life song, or not Bring Me to Life, oh my God. In the end, that part. What's the coolest one you've done of those where the person that did the original version replied to?
I think my favorite one would be the caveman one I just did, just because like I watch him do a lot of open verse challenges, and I kind of got me to kind of start doing them because I didn't want to do them for the longest time. I just thought it was kind of like you know um not corny, but like I just didn't see the point in it because you kind of like throw it away. But I got my engineer to start like mixing or whatever for it, so I didn't just like do it to the camera. But yeah, no, I dropped it, and then I was accidentally wearing like a pot leaf shirt, so TikTok just kind of like
Oh,
flung me aside. So I had to redo it in a different outfit, and then thank God he like commented again or whatever like that. It was like, but yeah, no, that would be my favorite, just because it was like a drinking theme. So I was like, oh, like I know about that, so I just did that.
awesome. So let's talk about the song. We're gonna play one of your songs here into the episode that you sent me. So let's the name, the story of the song, and then I'll play it in here for our listeners.
Okay, which one is that?
The one that you emailed me that you had the video for.
Oh yeah, Mozart.
Mozart. Yeah, that's it.
I've been on some simple shit for a while, but this shit is an art form. I need to express myself in the best way I can. Compose like Mozart, compost to your old thoughts. Mom's ghost when I show art, stepping on toes, there ain't no heart. Get your ponchos when this whole start. I bomb most when my flow sparks, sleeping on foes like a blow dart with a calm dose, make me most smart. Verbal combos, I am so bought. DK Congos in my go-kart, in the wrong hole where my bones parked. You don't want dough from a loan shark. This a John Doe when my tones dark, butter on toast, you can't bogart. Pokemon Go when my throw sharp, sing the song notes like a low bar. One time like you see me tripping, two times like GV's different, three times like the CD's skipping, like the TV's glitching in my 3D vision. Heebie-jeebies smitten till my PP's pissing, just a wee smidgen like my Riri's missing. This a freebie. Listen, listen, listen.
That was Mozart.
The stamp is clear, I earn the title. Champ is here, I turn to Michael. Vamp is near to learn your vitals. With camping gear to burn recitals. Damp with tears, this germ is vital. Amp with fear, concerned and psycho. Rant for peers, endure the cycle. Cramp this chair, y'all skirt and idle. Giftless like a third Black Christmas. Catch syphilis, I leave a whack bitch lost. Bear witness, open up, crack, twist off. With a slip wrist, I leave an act pissed off. Let him try my best for free. Take a dive, invest in me. Check my drive and test for G. Was ghosted by my destiny. I'm choosing not to sin. No booze or rocks again. My views might box me in while losing oxygen. Get woozy, walk and grin. Excuse the moccasins. Get bruised by toxic men. Good news, I'm blocked from them. Your shit is dog shit, don't forget the poop and scoop. I'ma let it ride like a super suit. Y'all acting like this is maneuver soup. And doing this since my pants had a stupid droop. Shake your hips like you're in a hula hoop. We can do the loop-de-loop. I'm busting your can hole like I'm shooting soup. Smell what I'm kicking? I call that a snoot and boot. Who tryna sick the phantom? I line you pricks up tandem. Act like I'm slick and handsome. I hold your bitch for ransom. Make plans and ditch the Samsung. Point out the richest grandson. I'm pulling tricks at random. Hands up like this the anthem. Protege to a prodigy. Get blown away by a prophecy. I'm known to play in the Odyssey. Cause I'm prone to case through the modesty. With a road to pave and my honesty. Got more to say but not properly. There's no more delay, you're not stopping me. You're not stopping me.
That was Mozart.
Before Kanye went through the wire, watch me burn, I maneuver fire. Bitch, I'm almost too inspired. Vocal cords like a group of choirs. My kingdom, don't get stupid, sire. I'll take the throne like who's desired. What's a Lil White to a foolish liar? Not trying to brag, but you inquired. This is what I do in dire. Needed something new, I'm tired. They need a plug, there's a few suppliers. Fuck competition, I'll shoot the buyers. Ice cream like we moving briars. Pulling teeth with the brutal pliers. Cash on the low, I'm a proof for hire. I'm back in town, give you the flyers. I'm the man if the land of Japan. Put a grand in my hand, I'm the man for the brand. I stand for my fans, give a damn by the plan. Plan for the glam and the cam on the gram. You blame as I stand, doing damage again. If you can't make a jam, you won't manage a fan. His slander is spam, fuck your banter and scram. The lion is a giant, I slam on the lamb. Woo.
Sorry, I didn't know you wrote that. I didn't. That was Mozart.
Yeah, White Lie here. Let's hear the story of that song, man. It's some pretty powerful words in there.
I think for that one was kind of just like I was doing a lot of love songs and like just a lot of emotional stuff, and I kind of wanted to just bring the bars back, and I don't think there's any like set message on there. It's just kind of like a fuck everyone type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that deep. I just rapped, did the rappy rap thing instead of the emotional
Uh, there
talk
is
about
one.
myself.
Yeah, there is one song I watched on there that had a lot in it about recovery and that battle, the mental battle. That's some pretty heavy words in that too. That really hit me personally. Of course, I just hit my 3 years sober on my birthday. Um, But I'll never go back, man. It was so nice to wake up this birthday, just me and my daughter, my girlfriend. We hung out, watched movies, had some chips, and I didn't wake up without a hangover. And it was probably it really hit me this year that I'm never going back to that shit. And it's crazy how much your world can change.
Yeah. Do you still struggle with it?
Not at all.
Not at
I've
all.
had so in 3 years, I've had there's a debate about with a friend about this online. I've had 4 beer in 3 years. Now it was a one casual drink with someone, and then that was it. So to me, I still consider myself sober because haven't been intoxicated in 3 years. I haven't even touched one in about 8 months, but I'm just tracking. It was my birthday 3 years ago is when I said I'm not going to drink anymore to get drunk, and I've got no one to press except myself and my family. So I don't really care about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is like a common thing, but I know that in like I've seen like kids have wine at like Thanksgiving or like near Christmas, so I wouldn't call them alcoholics. So I don't think a beer here and there counts.
No, and I mean, someone, like I said, I've got no one to impress. Someone gave it to me, like, you shouldn't call yourself sober if you've had one beer. That's deceiving people. I'm like, listen, I've got nobody to impress but myself, and I'm just trying to inspire others. So, you know what I mean? Labels and statistics, who gives a shit? If I'm proud of myself, and like I used to get blackout drunk, like 6 nights out of a week.
Yeah,
I'd hit these pubs that had like $4 jug specials and shit, stuff like that, and it was insane. This is my
yeah,
only
I'm
addiction
so
I have left now. I gotta. This episode is not sponsored by Tim Hortons, but I don't care. I can't do these without coffee. Okay, so yeah, so just over 3 years. Um, what's next for you as far as like, have you ever done any live performances? Is it just strictly studio stuff online?
yeah. So I used to do a lot of live performances. I got kind of tired of selling tickets. Um, it's just kind of discouraging, especially when people are like, "Oh, I've never heard of that person," and like be like opening for people. Um, I did a couple shows. I think in April. April I did it. It was really good, but like it's like you said, like the whole sober going up there was kind of nerve-wracking. I think I handled it pretty well, but um yeah. Now, I know that the one like because I'll tend to make like shitty jokes under pressure, and the first one was like it was like a pride show, and yeah, I you know didn't keep my mouth shut at certain points, but they were pretty forgiving.
I just noticed in it's quite the amount of ink on there. What's the one tattoo you could pick there and tell a story of? Like, what's the?
Um,
I know it's hard to pick. I've only got three, but what's like the most meaningful one you have there?
I would say probably like my name. Pretty like put it on like a desk when I was younger. Um, I mean my left side's kind of meaningful because it's just my left side's just like strictly people that passed on or whatever. But yeah, no, they all have something. Oh, that not everything. So I have one that has like no meaning, and that's like on the back of my head
Holy smokes! That one that had to hurt. Holy shit!
at parts for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one here took me. Well, you probably won't see it because of my filter there, but that was 5.5 hours. So that's the Reaper handed me boxing gloves because
Nice.
boxing was what fixed my mind mostly from PTSD. It's like, so here's your chance. If you don't smarten the hell up, you're gonna die. So it's just the Reaper. A lot of people. I just love tattoos and love hearing stories. So if people want to find you, you're on TikTok or you have Spotify.
Yeah, so if you go to lilwhitelie.ca, You'll find everything like all merch and socials and wherever you listen to music at. I do have a little hidden gem though. If you go to wristdeep.ca, there's it'll take you to basically I have like a cartoon porn. And yeah, I'm just like a cartoon and it's a song called Wrist Deep in That Pussy and I'm just fist fucking girls for about 3 minutes or something.
Well, I'll put the link to the Little White Lie website in there, and if people want to find that gem, they can reach out to you on there. I won't
Yeah.
put that one in YouTube just because I don't know if we're
No,
kind of
they
on.
I tried putting it on YouTube. They destroyed it right away. Basically I had to upload that to Pornhub.
Okay.
And then you go to wristdeep.ca. It asks if you're 18 or older. If you're older, it'll take you to the link, and if not, it'll just take you to my website. But you are probably going to see like some dick or like a commercial about hot singles in your area because it has the standard like Pornhub commercial or whatever.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, just
Sure.
yeah, just in case my mom's watching. No, these I put my episodes as 18 plus on YouTube, so I can put whatever link. I'll just put the link to your webpage in there, and if people have heard that and they want to go check it out, hey, have at it. And
Yeah.
follow you on TikTok, and I'll put all those links in there. Um, if there's anyone out there now watching that's struggling with addiction or drugs or anything like that, what's your message to them?
Um, I don't, I don't really know what to say because like everything's really played out, and I just find that like nobody has the same journey with it. Like I think that like I don't mean to knock anyone's vibe or anything, but like the whole anonymous thing with everyone like kind of just like you're always, you know, an addict is like a toxic way of thinking. I
Mm.
wouldn't get anybody else to kind of drill that in there. It's like even like rehabs, they don't hold you in there or anything. Like it's the battle within you, I guess I would say.
I love it. I've got one more question for you before we get it here. I ask it at the end of every episode, and it's just a little tension breaker at the end here. But 100 meter pigeon carrying contest. How many pigeons do you think you could carry 100 meters and still have in your arms at the end of the race?
100-meter pigeon carrying contest.
Yeah.
I don't I don't know. Maybe I would put like 1,000 on strings, like balloon strings, and I'll drag them across the course.
That would make you my top answer out of almost 70 episodes. That's that the highest was 15. It was a little Italian lady said she's gonna put double-sided duct tape on her chest and just strap them, but I've never
Yeah,
heard
strap
anyone.
on pigeons. That's the name of my band.
All right. So if you're out there watching, check out White Lie on his website, Spotify, TikTok. Um, yeah, just an amazing talent. I love your stuff, and I can't wait to hear more.
Appreciate that. Thank you for having me.
All right, man. You have yourself an awesome day. If you're out there struggling, don't give up. You're never too late to do something to change your life, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and do all that cool shit my daughter tells me to say.